It's Patrick at Pals, and this is a 1929 Cadillac. And it's a four-door, but oh look, it's got two windshields. And we're here with Jeff. Jeff, how in the world do you get in that back seat?
Well, first you got to fold down this windshield, which is
Okay.
both sides.
I'm going to follow you around. We'll look at the bustle back while we're there, the little trunk. Okay. You're going to fold it down.
Put it down. Then there's a handle in here.
Okay. And you lift that up.
And then you can open the door. There's an interlock,
Oh my gosh.
so you can't open the door when this is down.
When that's down, so you can't damage it. Now, this is an open car. So actually, by having that come down on your legs, it would give you a little bit of a break from the weather, right?
Yes.
Wonderful.
And it has side curtains
Okay.
that you can put on.
Well, this is a gorgeous car. Now, this is an 8-cylinder, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you said it was high compression. What type of compression did it have?
5.5 to 1.
5.5, but 1929, that was a high compression. That was a real, and what's the full term of this car? It's a Cadillac what?
Dual cowl sport Phaeton.
So it's a sport Phaeton. So this was a muscle car in 1929. If you had this, you were going to light people up. Nobody was going to catch you going down the road. And look at that, folks. It's not a straight 8.
HC.
Look at that.
High compression.
High compression, and it's a V8.
90 horsepower.
90 horsepower, and look, the exhaust is wrapped. Just like you wrap headers now with your quarter-mile cars, they were wrapping the exhaust then to keep the heat out to make these cars run cooler. How's this car run going down the road?
Nice.
Can you go 50, 60?
I've gotten it up to 50.
Yeah, and she's pretty stable?
She's stable.
Now, are these mechanical brakes or are they hydraulic?
Mechanical.
These are mechanical brakes. And have you had to do much adjustments to them, or they just pretty much stay in adjustment?
I have done some adjustment to it. They're pretty good.
Okay, and you did a lot with the wiring on this car.
Gauges, wiring, some of the finer, loose ends at the end of the restoration.
So it had to be a little daunting to take this dash apart and get inside and change all of that, right?
A little bit.
I mean, this car is just perfect, Jeff. It's exquisite.
The hardest part's getting underneath because there's just not a lot of room.
Not a room underneath.
No.
Now, how is the driving position? Do you feel pretty good going down the road with this?
At speed, yes. At slow speeds, with manual steering and as heavy as this car is, it's pretty tough in parking lots.
And what do you think this car weighs?
Weighs right around 5,000 pounds.
Wow.
5,100 pounds.
Okay, now, on the steering wheel, we've got two levers. What do those two levers do?
One is a throttle. You
Yeah.
can think in terms of cruise control,
Uh-huh.
manual throttle, that will stay where you set it.
Okay.
And then this one is for your parking lights, low beams, high beams.
Okay. And what about these levers on the dash? What do they do?
This one is heat, so it takes heat off the manifold and warms the air going in.
So heat for the engine, not heat for you.
Correct.
Okay.
There's no heater. And this is spark timing, advanced and retard. So it's a little easier to start.
Okay, so the little
Retarded.
Ford's the advance that's over here on the right, but on the Cadillac it's on the dash.
Yep.
Oh, outstanding. And look, it's got a clock.
This clock. And electric windshield wipers, which were a little unusual for 29.
Oh my gosh, I have a 48 Buick and they're vacuum.
Yes.
And these are electric in 1929. Now, this was a 6-volt car, right?
Yes.
One battery?
One band.
One battery. And where's the battery on this car?
It is located on the other side in this area.
In that area. Now, what are those compartments?
Tools are in here.
Okay.
A set of tools. That is a dummy
Uh-huh.
right there for looks. Same on the other side. That side's battery, and then the other one is a dummy cover.
And folks, all these cars, a lot of these cars had side mounts. And they had the wheel and tires right there. And that's because a lot of these tires went down. And boy, when they went down, you didn't call a tow truck because there were none.
That's right. It does have an air compressor on it.
It does.
And it's located off the transmission. There's a hole. If I lifted up all this carpeting, the hole is right about here. And I have a 30-foot cable or tube, if you will, that I can stretch out and inflate tires. Not that I would do that.
Wow! But in 1929, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any idea what this car would have sold for in 1929?
It was around $3,400.
$3,400. And you know, Jeff, I was telling you, I'm used to seeing these in a two-door. Very rare to see them in a four-door. Very nice car. Now, the side curtains, I can't imagine they'd really provide much protection. I mean, you're just kind of out there.
I would think so. There's a lot of gaps. You know, they fit around here, and they're not obviously snug.
Right.
So I've had them on before. It's a bit of a mystery putting them all on.
I'll bet.
But yeah, I think it wouldn't provide a whole lot of protection.
Well, this is just a perfect car. I mean, it's just so good. Now, you're here today for what award are you trying for?
Senior.
A senior. Okay. So are you going to go on after you get your senior? Because I'm sure you will. Are you going to go to Bettendorf, Iowa for the Grand Nationals?
That's the current plan.
Okay.
If I get senior here, then I'm going.
And then next year you'll go to Charlotte and get the...
We'll see.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks for bringing this out. This is in Auburn, Indiana at the AACA, and I've seen so many great cars. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
See you soon.